Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode on the Minecraft world. That is right, we are back today in the base, and there's been a couple things that have happened since you've previously seen me. That including having full diamond armor. That's right, I managed to get some pretty good diamond armor. I'll chuck up some clips on screen now of me getting some of this. Really cool. So yeah, I basically traded with a whole bunch more villagers and stuff, and did a bit of enchanting and got this near perfect gear. The only thing that's not perfect is this, the helmet, which needs aqua affinity and unbreaking, I do believe. But other than that, everything's pretty much perfect, which is pretty good. I've decided to can the last couple recordings. I didn't delete them so that I can show some, but you may notice this. This is a failed project. Basically, I noticed that there were some iron golems spawning on the roof up here. If we head up here, I noticed there were a couple iron golems spawning up here. So I made this water channel in an attempt to try and make a bit of a impromptu iron farm, I guess. I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah. So I kind of tried to do that, but that didn't work all too well. Simply because, well, there's other iron golems around. You may notice one has spawned down here. I'm going to try and get rid of this guy. I've just been killing a lot of these guys, and unfortunately, that iron farm didn't work. And I tried using some carpets, but I realized it would take way too many carpets to cover this whole area, because they can spawn all the way down here, which isn't very good, and they could spawn all up there. And yeah, it's just really overall not very good. So what I'm going to do today is I want to do a fair amount of building of a couple different farms. Now, originally in the previous episode, I was going to make a chicken farm. You can see I've got a little egg farm here. But in the end, I decided against it because I wanted to do one of the ones where you get the foxes and you give them a looting 3 fire aspect 2 sword. And so they can get you heaps and heaps of chicken. But I kind of realized that I don't need that much. I've got a massive supply of beef right here. And if we head in here and open the... Sounds like that iron farm's actually working. So it's kind of working, but I want to build an actual iron farm in today's episode. I've got quite a few things planned for this episode. Anyway, if we go into the drops chest, you can see we've got over 2 stacks of cooked beef right here. And yeah, that basically means that we won't need any for quite a long time, so I don't think I'm going to worry about that too much, and I can always keep farming those cows, which I'll probably end up doing anyway, if need be. I also went ahead and stripped out all of this middle bit because all the villagers were getting mismatched all over the place, and it was a massive pain. I don't really know what was going on there, and we've got a lot of villagers in here. We need to do something with these guys, so yeah, that's why we're going to be making an iron farm. But first of all, I want to clear out this impromptu iron farm here because I'm really not happy with it. It's not a very good farm at all, and I think it's about time that I get rid of this. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check if the replay mod's been updated, and if not, get the second account on, and yeah, do a little bit of a third-person time-lapse of clearing that out. So I hope you enjoy that. Alright guys, so that is all of that cleared out, that ugly mess that was on the top of my base. I do believe, did I end up turning /game rule do fire tick? Did I end up, no, do fire tick is still true. Should I set that to false? I kind of want to set that to false because, I mean, it's my world, but no, it's just a lot nicer, and it gives you a lot more options when building when you have it set to false. And I don't know, I just really want to set to false. Anyway, I guess I'm going to put all these carpets in drops, and then I can put the rest in stones. Today, I might do a lot of third-person time-lapses. I'm really feeling the third-person time-lapse, and it is incredibly hot today, and trying to sit in here with the window shut is really quite difficult. Which, if you're wondering why the window's shut, here's why. Here's what it sounds like with the windows open. Yeah, you can definitely hear the cicadas in the background. Okay, anyway, the one other thing that I want to show you here really quickly is if I head through this door. First of all, I'm going to check, do I have an anvil down here? No, I might have taken it all the way up to the mob farm, so I have to go all the way back up there. But anyway, if we open this chest, you can see 13 iron was produced from this horrible, disgusting iron farm. So that's alright, I guess. But anyway, what I want to do as one of the first projects in today's episode, other than clearing out an existing project, I guess, is to actually build an iron farm, because I do want to build one, and they're actually relatively easy to build once you have the villages, because, well, yeah, they're a lot easier to build than back in 1.13 and whatnot. If you wanted to get the same amount of iron, you'd either have to build a compound iron farm with like 8 different smaller iron farms, and you'd have to place down heaps of doors and get more villagers, or you'd have to build some form of an iron titan, which, you know, not for me. I tried to build an iron titan on an SMP back in 1.13 quite a while ago, and that didn't really work out too well. We ended up having to replace the doors a whole lot of times. I think 3 of those times I didn't have to do it, but I chose to do it, and it was hell. It was honestly a little bit of hell. So yeah, I'm glad that the iron farms are a lot easier to build in this update now. Anyway, right, so now I'm gonna try and scope out a little area where I should build this iron farm, and I think I might clear out a few trees and build the iron farm over here. I'm gonna be back with you when I've cleared out some trees. Oh, come on, all the way. You need to get the leaves to decay. You know what? Good enough. Hope you like that little editing magic right there. There was no editing magic on my end. No, I had to go ahead and chop down all the trees and do a little bit of magic. Should I tell you how I did it? Yeah, right, I'll tell you how I did it. Basically, there's this thing that if you press F3 and C, it copies your location to clipboard, and you can just paste that right in there. So it's a little bit of it's a little bit of cheating, technically, if you could consider it cheating. But I didn't really use it for any malicious purpose. I just wanted to make a cool little effect in my video, which I may make use of. Again, obviously not for cheating purposes, just to, you know, make it a little bit more entertaining for you guys, I guess. Anyway, I guess now it's just time to actually make the iron farm. So, am I going to do a third-person time-lapse? No, I'm not going to bother doing a third-person time-lapse. I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of the materials and start building it. Can't believe I'm having to go out again to shear sheep, just because I turned all of my wool into carpets. You know, I do have to admit, that was actually relatively easy. Anyway, we now have enough beds for the iron farm, and now, I guess, we've even got some wool to spare. Okay, let's chuck that in there for future use. Chuck that in there, and now, I guess, I'm going to go ahead and start building the iron farm. I should have all the materials you need, hopefully. I think you might need some fences and some fence gates and whatnot, actually, so I'll go ahead and grab some of that. But anyway, I'm going to finish gathering up the materials for that, and I'm going to go ahead and start building the iron farm. Okay. Zombie. Okay, we have... It's not the most creative name in the world, but we now have a renamed zombie called, well, Zombie in here. And there's actually a surprising amount of zombies outside. I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, let me go ahead and grab some dirt here real quick. Let's see if we can corner this guy off, maybe in here. No, oh, their pathfinding is too smart. It's too... Oh, no, okay. I've got him locked in. Okay, there we go. Look at them all, they're everywhere. They are actually everywhere. This is... And there's a skeleton... Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start work on the iron farm, which will be right in this area. And I'll be back with you once I've done that. Get out of here, skeletons. Alright, guys, so when I turn around, you will see the iron farm. Here it is. Kind of semi-built. Now, I've got this staircase going up simply because I'm going to get the villagers in here. And now, I'm on a bit of a time crunch right now because I would like to do this during the night because it's a lot easier. You can get the villagers to sleep in the beds and whatnot. But I might actually hop off to bed here real quick and make it daytime so that I can have time to build rails and whatnot, and then it won't be day by the time I'm done. Now I guess I'll cut a hole in here and build some form of pathway all the way over there, and I'll be back with you once I've done that. Okay, so I've gone ahead and made 2 pathways. One for the villagers, which is up the top right there. You'll see there's some rails, and this one that I'm in right now is actually for the zombie. So I'm planning to lure the zombie all the way up here and get him over here, and then once he lands, he'll land down here. I'll place a block behind him, and then I can go under and make sure that that bottom area is secure and open the trapdoor. And yeah, this top layer here should protect the zombie from the sunlight if I decide to do this during the day, because I think the villagers will be priority at the moment because they're a lot more time sensitive than the zombie. I also accidentally let him out at one point, which was a little bit stressful, but I managed to get him back in there without too much of a problem. Anyway, now I guess I just need to wait for the sun to go down. Hopefully that will happen relatively soon. Yeah, I think that'll happen pretty soon. We're on a time crunch now. We need to get all 6 villagers in there during the night. I think it'll be possible. Let's put 2 minecarts in here. You can see we've got a lot of villagers in there. That's around about 56. Wow, okay. Well, anyway, let's hit this button to hopefully get a villager. There he is. And he should go along here without too much trouble. Wow, he's going the full distance. Wow, I was not expecting that. Now I do want to be careful before I let him out, especially of zombies like that one right there. Let's light up this whole area right here. I kind of want to secure this a little bit more. Make sure that this guy can't get out anywhere and end up killing himself, because, I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too big of a deal because, well, villagers are pretty replaceable at this point. Sorry, mate. It's just the truth. But anyway, let's just patch up all of this right here so he can't get out anywhere. That should be good. Okay, so let's turn on the hitboxes, make sure we don't hit the villager, and he should want to go off to sleep. Maybe after a little bit. I guess not quite at the moment. They might take a little bit of damage while going through there. Maybe if I put a fence post there, that might be fine. If I put a fence there, yeah, then they shouldn't be able to get through. I can't get through, but also the villagers can't get through, so that's good. Let's start transporting another one, I guess. And I guess we'll just be doing pretty much the same process for all of these villagers. So let's grab another villager. They don't seem to want to sleep. Maybe I'll try and get in all of the villagers. Oh, no, this guy's sleeping. Okay, I'm going to try and get them all in here and destroy the beds and stuff and mess around with that a little bit. And I'll be back with you once I've got a fair amount of villagers in the system. Oh no! Oh, this is a bad idea. Oh no. Look at how many zombies there are. Okay, I've fallen down here. I'm going to take this opportunity to pick up a bunch of items. Oh my god, look at how many zombies there are. Oh no, a little bit of light is coming into the sky. This is seriously bad. Oh no, are they up? One of them is up. Come on, go to bed, mate. Go to bed. You know you want to go to bed. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to have to wait until the next night for them to sleep, and then I can clear out all the scaffolding. Well, that's a bit of a pain. We didn't quite make it in the time required. I thought for sure we would, but it turns out we haven't. So I think now I'm going to keep the camera rolling. Oh no. Okay, now I've got to take out all of these zombies. I guess I'll cut for that. Can I just point out the sheer amount of rotten flesh I've gotten from this? I don't even have a looting sword, and I've got 25 rotten flesh from these guys. Just trying to take them all out. There's so many of them. There's even more down here, half a stack. I just put away half a stack. And there we go. Everything has gone to plan. That is perfect. Okay, now we should see that we are able to come under here, and we'll be able to open this trapdoor. But I don't want to do that just yet, because he'll be able to jump out. So let's place blocks around there. Open the trapdoor, close it. He's not quite in, is he? He's not in. If we open it again, maybe we'll be able to get up there and nudge him or something. Anyway, as I was saying, if I'm careful about this, to make sure that he can't escape, I can push him in. Come on, come on, come on. Get in, get in, get in. He was in for a second there. Shut. Come on. If I keep this trapdoor shut, once he gets in, he shouldn't be able to get out. Yes! We have captured the zombie successfully. Oh, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be. But we have him captured. You can see he definitely is not going anywhere. And these guys should get scared and even start spawning iron golems pretty soon. So I should be a little bit careful about this guy. Maybe I should actually cover him up so that he doesn't end up spawning any iron golems, because that would not be very good. It really wouldn't be very good. Anyway, now I can clear all this out, clear all these blocks out below, and even all of these blocks around here. Now I guess I just have to wait for it to become night so these guys sleep and end up in there, and I'll be able to clear all the scaffolding, and our iron farm is pretty much done. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I do need to run the water thing up here, which I did actually just realize that the fence gates are open, and that's where the iron golems will fall off, and yeah, they'll essentially just be flushed onto the villager stalls right here. So I'm just gonna have to remove all of these fence gates and all of these fences and swap them around so that the iron golems will get flushed off this side and then into a killing chamber and whatnot. I just realized that might be a bit of an issue. Do you see that guy over there? I actually had to change my FOV because Optifine isn't out yet. Wow, it feels zoomed in. You may have noticed my FOV was changed a little bit, and that was because I was trying to make a new custom background, which, by the way, if you're curious, here it is! It is an updated version of my building world, and while there are some serious seams going on, it was the best I could do, really, in all honesty, and I'm pretty happy with it. You can see a nice little mountain range there. I might show this world off in a video. I don't know. I've spent a long time, about a year, on this world, in creative mode, of course, because I just don't have the time to do survival mode and gather all the stuff for this. He says he's doing a survival let's play, but anyway, so yeah, that's just why my FOV was changed, if you're curious. Which, if you actually want to know how to make a custom background like this one, I actually made a tutorial over on the second channel a little while ago that includes a data pack. It includes a step-by-step tutorial. It's great. It's great. So calling my own video great, that's a bit it's a bit whatever. Words aren't working at the moment. It's way too hot in here. Anyway, so yeah, check that out if you're curious. Anyway, back in here with my FOV that looks rather zoomed in, to be honest, but I guess I'm just gonna have to get used to it again. I'll get used to it again. It'll be fine. But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead, clear out my inventory, because having a full inventory is extremely annoying right here. Oh, success. Alright guys, so it is approaching night once again, and we've got all 3 villagers in bed. Perfect. Alright, let's clear all of this scaffolding. Hopefully they don't get out. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, I'll be honest. Because if they get out at this point, they can fall off and they can die, and it'll be a huge pain in the backside for everyone involved. So I sincerely hope they don't get out, but it seems like they seem to be pretty fine. They seem pretty happy, pretty relaxed. I'm going to go ahead and try and put in this water bucket while I'm here. I'll try and put in the water bucket in here as well. And then I can expose the zombie, and we should be all good. Theoretically, all the villagers are in there. It seems to be working-ish. Why is there a trapdoor there? I'm not entirely sure on that one. I do need to put a carpet back there, though. And why is there... Oh, yeah, that's right. Trapdoors were there from the system I had before. Okay, let's get rid of all of these blocks so there's nothing that the iron golem could spawn on, because otherwise that would be not the best thing in the world. I'm going to go ahead and try and collect all of these rails, but anyway, now the system should be fully functional, and iron golems should start eventually spawning right up there, hopefully. hopefully that guy right there doesn't interfere with the iron golem farm up here. Seriously hope. Otherwise, I might have to decommission the villager area over here in favor of the iron farm. Because let's be honest, we've got a lot of the villagers we already need. And yeah, we want to be using the iron farm. You have no idea how happy I am to see you right now. Seriously, no idea. Oh, I'm just so happy right now. I don't care because you're dying anyway. No survivors. Now you may notice that my pickaxe durability is slightly different, and that is because I accidentally dropped my pickaxe and I just decided to switch pickaxes. Anyway, we now have the water system up top, and this should be working relatively well. So now the iron golems should spawn up the top. I've added the slabs in because I actually forgot about them before, but I've added the slabs in, and now the iron golems, oh jeez, now the iron golems, when they spawn up there, they should relatively easily slide off the sides and end up down in this area right here. Now, however, we just need to create the system that flushes them back into the center and into a little lava pit. So unfortunately, mate, you're not going to end up surviving through this one. I know, it's sad, but you'll get over it. I feel like I'm a little bit mean to some of these iron golems. I mean, it seems a little bit mean, but it's okay. They're just coding. They're just constructs, binary stored in a computer RAM. I don't know. I'm just trying to justify it. Alright, jeez. Now I was going to make a water flushing system, but look at what the iron golems are doing at the moment. They seem to just be trying to get to the center and get to this zombie. So I might even be able to just to create a pit here in the center. Iron golems are a bit smarter than I would like. Oh no. Okay, that works. That works. But is it even worth it at that point? I feel like I should just make a water catchment system now. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna make a water catchment system. I'm gonna dig it into the ground because that's just, well, that's just simply a little bit easier. But yeah, so I guess I'll probably start at about here. Yeah, that's probably enough room. And then extend one more block out here and start digging out this area, grabbing my shovel, digging out this area. Hopefully I don't run out of durability because I don't have any good XP farm yet particularly. So I gotta watch for that a little bit. Anyway, now I'm gonna go ahead, clear out a bit of an area and create a little bit of a water catchment system. And I'll be back with you once I've done that. I'm currently in the process of clearing out the area for the killing chamber because, well, I have completely finished the whole area, the water catchment system right here, and it has been working evidently because iron golems have actually been making their way down here, which is really good. I'm really glad that this thing is actually working. So, I guess that's gonna have 3 A's on it. Remember that sign, guys. Tell me later on in the series that that sign has an A on it. Tell me later on in the series to come back to here and remember the A's. Anyway, so now that should work. Let's see. Will they go down? Oh yeah, they definitely make their way down. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay, that is really awesome. Now I should have hoppers and chests on me, which yes I do. Now I just need to add the hoppers and chests, and this project for the meantime anyway, should be totally complete, which is really awesome. Unfortunately, the sign with 3 A's has disappeared. That's very unfortunate. Let's put it back. 3 A's. There it is. Got an A, another A, and 3 A's. Remember this spot later on in the series. I want to see how many people actually legitimately remember it. Anyway, now I guess I may as well do this on camera now because I'm already doing it pretty much. It's practically done. And so now I guess I'll just do 1 double chest for now, and then I can expand it later on if need be. So let's chuck in some hoppers here, and yes, 1 double chest may not be enough for the time being. I know it sounds crazy, but it's actually pretty accurate because these iron farms, they're really incredibly good. And we have already got, you can't tell, but there's iron in there. We're already over a stack of iron. We only had half a stack when we started building this farm. So that's really, really, really good. That's really good. Now, I've got some plans for further in the episode. I might actually edit this part of the episode while doing an AFK session over by this iron farm, just to see how long it'll be, because I've gotten into the habit recently of creating really long episodes. They're all like half an hour to 40 minutes long, which I don't want to do. I really don't want to do, but I keep recording long clips, which you may hear some cicadas in the background. Again, I want to mention I've kind of given up at this point on the audio quality, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I don't think anybody watches this far in the video anyway, to be honest, so it doesn't really matter too much. But anyway, yeah, these episodes have been getting extraordinarily long, and I feel like that's because I'm recording too many clips. So we've got to record less clips, and I guess not ramble as much. It's crazy, I used to make like 20-minute long videos. Right, all the scaffolding blocks have been removed right here, and this place is looking a whole lot more clear, and a whole lot nicer. I actually really like this starter base. I just decided that, you know what, screw it, I'm not going to try and make good looking starter bases anymore. I'm just going to go with something easy and something natural. Anyway, I actually do want to grab some ladders, so let's head back inside. And let's take a look at how much iron we've managed to get just in the time it's taken to build the farm. I doubt it would be much. It probably won't be much at all. But I'm a little bit curious. I'm pretty curious. Anyway, let's chuck all this away. Grab a few ladders right here so we can get down to the bottom. And okay, we've got a couple more iron golems making their way into the system. This is totally awesome. These iron farms are so easy to make. And I apologize if you hear some motorbikes in the background, but these farms are so incredibly easy to make. They're 100% worth it. I definitely recommend. We've got half a stack of iron already. In the time it took to literally just... This is just going to be my starter iron farm. I do eventually want to do one of those ones where it's basically a whole bunch of these and the zombie goes around on a minecart and stuff. I think that could be really cool to make. I'm going to do a little bit of an AFK session right here. I might make a small AFK house right in this area here. I mean, what more could you want? You got your bit of grass. You got your bit of grass. You got your home, I guess. It's great. It's great. Fill in the corners because it's just that extra premium, you know? It's that extra premium. I also don't want mobs attacking me through the corners, which sometimes zombies can do, so, yeah, anyway, I'm going to edit this video while AFK in this little hole here, and let's see how much iron I get afterwards. Alright guys, I'm back, and the AFK session went for a little bit longer than expected. In fact, I was editing this video and I accidentally left it on for about another hour, so that's not the best, but anyway. So now I'm going to dig out of the front or the side here, I guess. And let's head over here and let's take a look at just how much iron I got. I'm expecting... How much iron am I expecting? 2 rows taken up by iron. Let's say 2 rows taken up by iron. Oh my word. That is absolutely insane. How much... That's more than 2 rows already. That's almost 3 rows taken up by just entirely iron. That is... Wow. That is a lot of iron. I think it's safe to say we're going to be set for iron for quite some time. So that AFK session was probably for about an average episode might take an hour to edit, and then an extra hour, so a couple hours, maybe 2.5 hours just to be safe. That's good. That's very good. Like, really good. I don't know how long exactly it took to edit that video, or this video, I guess, because of that time lapse in the beginning. I did a cool little thing with the text saying what song it was, and I had to download the song and everything. But yeah. Also, I said I wanted to make this episode shorter, and it ended up being like almost half an hour, which kind of sucks. But anyway, I gotta really make an effort to make these episodes shorter. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of on the Minecraft world. Almost said of like iCraft, TazCraft, a million different server names were running through my head just then. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, whatever. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.